I'm called Annette Mutamuriza. I'm a born-again Christian. I'm the director and founder of King David Academy. When God called me, I was very much excited to hear that God has called me to become a teacher, to start a school. And it was Pastor Karanja, a Kenyan, who told me God has told him that I am a teacher. And I could not believe it because it was not in my plan. But from that day, that is when I started the journey. I went to some places here around Remera. That is where I started the school from. It was in 1996. And I went to some places. I started preaching the gospel of a school. Then I trained 17 girls, and these girls are the ones that I started with. I could teach them all the subjects that they wanted to study, because I started with accounting, I started with office practice. By the way, I could teach them simple books of accounting, business communication, and I could teach ICT. By then it was not like today, because I could teach them Word Perfect 5.0, then 5.1, Lotus 1, 2, 3, and other business courses. So I could give them certificates after 3 months, 6 months, until when we came to the education department of the Ministry of Education. I was very happy that the Ministry of Education decided to look for us, those who are interested in teaching. And I remember we attended a meeting in Notre Dame d'Ossito. By then our president was the vice president, and he invited all people who had visions to start schools, and he encouraged us to start. He told us to start like the way we were, and that is how our school started. In 2000, that is when we started constructing here, and it grew up like that. Of course, it takes the heart, the love that you have for children, because a school is not like any other business. You must have passion for what you're doing. And because it was a calling, I could feel the passion for the children that I was teaching. Yeah, and of course, when it comes to a school, you don't only think about the money that you get from the school. You will never be discouraged by anyone. And that is why I could really persist in every situation that I was passing through. I could feel, yes, I'm passing through this, but because God called me, I will not fail. Yeah. So it needed a lot of persistence, because I didn't have money. I didn't have anything to start with. I had to start with the knowledge that I had. So I had to do it because it was in me. Yeah. And because I realized it was God's calling, it gave me strength, because I could feel no one can fight it. It's very hard to start a school to reach at this level without a financial support. I remember the first time they told us that we have to leave where we were renting. The minister told us, you have to leave this place and construct a school elsewhere. So it was a big challenge. But because we were prayerful, we prayed, and God revealed to us this school. So we became very strong. To construct a school without money, it was not easy. But we got someone who gave us bricks, another one who gave us everything, stones, cement, wood, and whatever. Even the workers who came to work, we didn't have money to pay them. And they constructed this school, the one that you see down there, in 2 months. So at the end of it all, it was a miracle on our side. We could not believe what God did for us, because I remember my brother was praying from, that house that we were renting was a flat. It was a simple flat. Then when he was up praying, he was it was around midnight. He came to tell us how God has made a school for us. To me, I could not believe it. I thought he has a problem. I said, how? How did you see the school? He said, you thank God because he has constructed a school for us. He saw it, and then he testified in Zion Temple. We didn't have anything on ground. That is when people were very much attracted to us, and they started bringing every item that we wanted, up to when we completed the construction of the structures that we were supposed to construct. And we really thanked God for what God did for us. Without money, we constructed something equivalent to more than 20 millions. You can imagine in 2000, something that we constructed was even more than not only 20. I cannot believe very well, but I cannot remember what happened, but it was more than what people could believe, because everything that we received was on a credit, and not from the bank, but from people who were selling those items. They could give us everything that we wanted from them. So to us, it was just a miracle. We could not believe it. Of course, you can see a big school, but even when the school is very big, there are a lot of challenges. To us, every step was a miracle. Every step was a miracle, and that was our courage. We could feel encouraged because of what God was doing for us. Yeah, no one could discourage us because there were really many. They could tell us, you cannot manage this school, we have to close it. It doesn't have the standards. But we knew that God was on our side, and we could not get any discouragement from anyone. I cannot quit what God called me for. And today, our school, we call it a seminary school because we prepare learners to become God's servants. Like a preparatory ground means a nursery bed. So we prepare learners to become godly servants. So whatever we do in this school, we feed our children spiritually. We give them the word of God every day. We preach every morning, and our children write. And we prepare our children to become professionals, to become leaders who will serve God. So every day before they go to sleep, we teach them prayer. They pray, then they go to sleep. That is something that is always encouraging me. In whatever I'm doing, I feel I cannot quit. And another thing, we train our children intellectually. We call it intellectual food. So this intellectual food that we give our children, it has made them very strong. We train wisdom, we train understanding, normally the class work, and we train them to know that they are children who have to become very intelligent. Parents should always have the best choice for their children. You know, we, the schools, we are the mothers. In most cases, we are the fathers. And me as a mother, I know what it means. We take, like in a year, we have 9 months with children. They are always in school, from nursery, from primary. And our parents, they have only 3 months to stay with their children. You can imagine, who is a parent? Is it the father and mother at home, biological, or the teacher, the school? So a child without a good school will not survive. It's very important for parents to know that they have to work very well with schools so that they raise their children very well. It's the duty of a school to give children the right food. So when teachers neglect children, they have cursed them. That is a curse. But when teachers take care of children, when they bless children, they have blessed their future.